What's up, guys? Your boy Adam Divots here, back with a new video. Today we're going to be talking about the Man City Spurs game. Guardiola's side managed to extend their winning run to 16 games, while Mourinho's side continue on their poor form. So, let's get it. So we'll start off with the lineups of the two teams. And Man City started off with their usual 4-3-3, while Mourinho started with the 4-2-3-1. This is similar to how Barcelona used to play against Madrid when these two coaches were coaching. Mourinho would start off with the 4-2-3-1 with Pepe as one of the CDMs, and Guardiola we know with the 4-3-3 with Messi as the false nine. This one was a bit different since Jesus wasn't a false nine, but overall same ideas with a couple of new additions to both sides, and obviously different players. So for Man City side, we had Ederson in goal, Cancelo on the right as an inverted fullback, Stones partnering with Laporte. Ruben Diaz did not play, Zinchenko as a left back, Rodri the holding CDM, Bernardo Silva to his right, and Gundogan to his left, who did exceptional, who is the player of the season so far. On the left, you had Sterling, Jesus as a striker, Foden as the right winger. Foden and Sterling would always interchange and play in different positions, same as Bernardo Silva and Gundogan. Mourinho side with the 4-2-3-1, they had Lloris in goal, Tanganga as the right back, who's more of a stay back type of defender, Sanchez and Eric Dyer as the two center backs. Even though Mourinho, in his interview, he said that Eric Dyer is lacking confidence and might not start the game and be on the bench, but he did start him, maybe as a boost. Eric Dyer did okay. He could have done better. He did okay overall. All of Tottenham did okay. Let's continue with the lineup. Davies on the left. Then we had Ndombele and Højbjerg as the CDMs. And Lucas Moura as a 10. So I want to talk a little about this triangle that they have. Really bad triangle. Horrible. I don't think Mourinho should ever try this again. Even though he did before played Moura as the number 10, it does not work. Lucas Moura will never be a number 10. He's a winger or a striker. He's not a playmaker. But I understand that Mourinho probably did this to take advantage of Rodri's slow pace. And since Lucas Moura is very fast, that maybe they can get him on the counters. But overall, bad bet by Mourinho. Bad bet playing Lucas Moura over there, and he realized that, and that's why his first substitute was Sissoko for Lucas Moura, and Ndombele moved in as the number 10, who did way better, and still he took him off after. So he was slacking there. But yeah, the two CDMs with Ndombele and Højbjerg, and his idea of that was so Ndombele could attack more, and Højbjerg could stay back. But Ndombele did not do good in this role. He was staying more back than Højbjerg, unfortunately. But then they had Lamela on the right. Lamela is the worst player in Tottenham. Him or Lloris, one of the two. They are bad. These two players should not play anymore. I understand that. But don't they have Bergwijn? They have Bale. They have so many players that can play the right wing position, but they're all not performing as good as they can. They're not reaching their potential. I guess Bergwijn is all right, but the other two are slacking really bad. And then Son as the left mid. He's exceptional. I love Son. And then Kane up top. Kane wasn't really Kane today. He could have done better. I think his injury is still leaving his marks on him. As I'm explaining the positioning of the players, I'm going to have a small animation playing to help you guys understand better. So, Guardiola has put a new role for Cancelo. Cancelo is not your ordinary fullback anymore. He's an inverted fullback. What that means is that whenever Man City is attacking, he goes into the middle to join Rodri as kind of a CDM. And if they're attacking even nicer, he'll go in front of Rodri to become kind of a playmaker. So that leaves the two center backs. Ederson obviously steps up to become a sweeper. Rodri will become in front of them to form a triangle, sort of a diamond, if you want to count in the keeper. And then Cancelo and Sterling, or Foden and Sterling, he always needs to keep one player on the wing. And whenever one winger gets the ball and he passes it back, you see him running back in, and then Bernardo Silva would take his position on the wing, or Gundogan would do the same on the other side. So Cancelo, wherever he goes, his objective is to make a triangle. His objective is to make a triangle either on the wing, or sometimes he makes it in the middle, where Gundogan doesn't really play on the wing as much as Bernardo Silva does. He actually steps in as a second striker with Jesus. That's why he managed to score 2 goals. He gave him that freedom to attack. He is the most player to score goals in 2021. He's killing it. So Man City's positioning is kind of not easy to understand. It's so complex, but that is what allows them to have so much time on the ball. I also want to talk about how crazy Man City are becoming at defending. So as we've seen, their clean sheet record is unbelievable as of late. I think the commentator said it is the first time since 1945 that Man City has managed to keep 7 clean sheets in a row in the Premier League. And they only did that last time they were in the second division. So that is great for Guardiola, as a lot of people criticized him for his defensive play. Oh yeah, Guardiola scores a lot of goals, his team always scores a goal, but he can always concede on the counter. With Barcelona, that wasn't happening as much, and it's not happening anymore now because of the counter press. The players are running 24/7. When they don't have the ball, they're on you. They're on you. They don't let you breathe. They have sort of, the way they do it is sort of a cage. They're very, very narrow. I have a picture that will pop up right now. Look how narrow the defenders are in Man City. They're not even at the edge of the penalty box. They're narrower than that. That is unreal. Mourinho on his side should have taken advantage of the wings and attacked through the wings. But once a player on the wing gets the ball, you'll have 2 or 3 players sprinting at him. And if he doesn't have excellent ball control, he's not as confident, he's going to lose the ball. And usually, who were the players on the wing? Ben Davies and Tanganga. Ben Davies, he is one of the worst left backs I have seen lately. What is this guy good at? Tell me one thing this guy is good at. He's decent at defending. He's decent at passing. He's just decent at everything. He's not really exceptional at anything. Tottenham and Spurs should drop this guy. Tanganga is at least good at defending. Yes, he's not the best at attacking, but at least he can defend. Whenever Foden was on Tanganga's side or Sterling, Tanganga managed to stop them. Unlike Arnold in the last game, who got killed by Sterling so many times, Tanganga managed to stop them defensively. Ben Davies, did you see how many times Sterling dribbled past Ben Davies? He made him fall twice, literally on his face. It's unreal how horrible Ben Davies is, honestly. Overall, the individual defensive performance has been bad this game for Tottenham. But that, I was talking about Man City, how they defend with the cage and they run to the wings. So this is what allows them to keep a clean sheet. They're not really giving time. They're not really giving any time for a counter attack, for comfortable passing. It's very hard to get past this team unless you have a very player that is very comfortable with the ball. Other than putting you in a cage, sometimes Guardiola would change his tactic to high press. We're gonna press them in their own field. They did that multiple times and they managed to get the ball a bunch of times, or Spurs will just clear it out, very bad clearance, like to the side. But Mourinho knew that this would happen, and the way he did it was they keep going back. They keep going back, and the Man City pressure comes in waves. They get past the first wave, second wave, it's usually 3 waves. Once they get past the 3rd wave and it's back to Yuri, what happens is that he lets Kane drop. Kane is really good at this. He lets Kane drop, sometimes to the left, sometimes to the right. I remember extensively 2 specific situations where when Kane was to the left and Kane to the right, and Yuri cleared the ball right to him. Kane stopped it with his chest and managed to get a counter-attack, or at least start something. So that was good preparation for Mourinho. When Mourinho plays against other teams, usually balanced teams in the Premier League, he leaves 2 players up top, okay? Usually it's Kane and Son, sometimes Kane and Mora. This time, everybody came back. Everybody came back. The 2 wingers, Son and Lamela, back. Usually with the same line as Højbjerg and Ndombele will say, maybe just a bit more forward. Mora in front of them, and then Kane as well coming back whenever they want to pass the ball back to the defenders. And you can see in so many shots, Kane was actually behind the circle in his own half line. And Guardiola did this again. Guardiola is telling all his players to come back and defend. Even Jesus. That is another thing that is letting Man City not get scored on. It's incredible, honestly, how much pressure Man City puts on you when they don't have the ball. They don't let you breathe. Before the first goal, before the Tottenham conceded the first goal, it was actually a pretty balanced game, as expected. Whoever can get the first goal first was some type of mistake. And who did the first mistake? Højbjerg. Acceptable mistake, since actually Gundogan did not have that good of a ball control. And the ball kind of slipped off him, Højbjerg hit him, but it is a penalty. It is a penalty. It's funny how Ederson wanted to come up and take the penalty, but Rodri managed to score it. Man City overall, Guardiola's sides overall miss a lot of penalties. I don't understand that, but overall they miss a lot of penalties. So it was kind of acceptable, but you could see the pressure piling up. Man City kept doing this triangle on the left, usually, with Foden, Zinchenko, and Gundogan. They just keep interchanging positions. And Cancelo moves all the way from right back to the left side. Like, he's not even in the center anymore. It's kind of more to the left. So they have 4 players over there just killing it. They killed the right side of Tottenham with teamwork. The right, while Tottenham's left side was just killed by Sterling running at Davies. Literally, that's what he did. He gets the ball on the wing. Davies has to approach him because he's too wide. If he's so wide and Ben Davies just wants to stay next to him, then he's creating that half space between the left back and the left center back. So he has to stay a bit back, and then Sterling gets the ball right on the line. He managed to build up his space, and then boom, he's gone. That's why I expected Mourinho actually to start off with 5 defenders this game, especially how poor Tottenham has been performing lately. They conceded 5 against Everton and now 3 against Man City. That's 8 in 2 games for a Mourinho side. That is unacceptable. But I think Mourinho didn't do it because of the park the bus media thing. He knows that if he did 5, he's going to get even more hate from the fans, more hate from the media. So it's like, I'm just going to stick with my 4-2-3-1. Somehow we won last game. Maybe we can do it again. Another bad bet by Mourinho. Overall, Guardiola killed Mourinho this game. And usually he does. But sometimes Mourinho has some brilliant situations. And that's what I hope to see. But unfortunately, it wasn't there. And the players failed him. And for the second goal, just as I was saying, Sterling... He did not just get past Davies, he got past the whole Tottenham line. He went across. He went full across from the left back all the way to the other side with not one attempted tackle while he was running. They did not even attempt to get the ball off him. They're all scared of Sterling. Sterling is so agile, especially when he's in the box. You don't want to get a touch on him. Oh, a penalty this, penalty that. The guy falls, ricochet. It's just too much of a mess. Sterling has been killing it with this close touch dribbling, honestly. So he managed to get all the way from one side to the other, and then still manages to give a pass to Foden, Foden back to Gundogan, Gundogan to Sterling, and then Gundogan gets in, Sterling gives him the pass. Sissoko could have done better, but Sissoko was scared to drop back and stop the Gundogan run. Then he gives space for Sterling to run in, and they don't want the same thing to happen again. Sterling going from one side to another. So it's like, I'll leave it. Gundogan shoots it. Yuri as if he's invincible. Nothing. Yuri, I never liked Yuri overall as a keeper. Even though he won the World Cup, and I think he was the captain. But this guy, he's not a good keeper. He's weak. He has weak arms. Like, the only thing he's good at is anticipation. Sometimes he anticipates some one-on-ones. He anticipates some penalties. But overall, as a reliable keeper, he is not reliable. I would not want Yuri on my team any day of the week. Gundogan with his left. And Gundogan is not like a powerful striker. He's a midfielder. He's not known for his power. Yuri couldn't even block it. After Man City's second goal, they changed their defensive strategy. They did not press Tottenham as much. They became more calm, waiting to hit them on the counter. Waiting for Tottenham to press up so they can hit the spaces behind them. And Guardiola does it again. Exactly what he wants happens. And Mourinho's just there watching. What a beautiful long ball from Ederson. The Spurs defensive line is almost at the midfield, halfway line. Gundogan was a bit to the left of Ederson. He sees him from far. Boom! Yuri, what does Yuri do? Yuri starts going back. Yuri starts going back instead of going at the ball. Yuri's horrible. All 3 goals he was involved in. If it was a spectacular or at least just a good keeper, he would have conceded maybe one of those three. Forget about the penalty, one of those two. He even got his hand to the penalty because he's so weak he couldn't block it. I don't understand what's up with this keeper. Just sell him already. Man, I don't know if he's a Spurs legend or Spurs this, Spurs that. The guy is bad. Ederson, beautiful ball down the middle, straight. Gundogan, nice touch. Pushes Sanchez before that. Takes a nice touch. Boom, fakes him. Sanchez falls. Sanchez falls, and he wants to do a Phil Jones. He tries to get it with his face. It's not working, doggy. Just calm down. Gundogan with his left slots it. Easy goal. Killing it. Guardiola managed this game perfectly. He killed Mourinho in every way possible. I don't really recall any proper chance for Spurs. The Harry Kane free kick, maybe if that went in, something different would have happened. What we would have seen is Mourinho seriously park the bus. Seriously park the bus. Kane would have been in his own penalty box defending. So good we didn't see that happen. And just Son running on the wing. But finally, congrats to Man City. Congrats to Guardiola on their beautiful game. The beautiful form they have been as of late. 16 games in a row. I can't really see any team in Europe stopping them. The only other team that's in a similar form is Atletico with Simeone. But they don't play nice football like Man City. They don't have that Man City style. Any team that plays Man City is going to get wrecked, obviously. But for Tottenham and Mourinho, for a season that started off with really good intentions, things were going well. Now it's all the way to the other side. Things are horrible for Tottenham. They really need to switch it up. Mourinho needs to do some things. Enough with the 4-2-3-1 with Mora as number 10. Start off with that. Stop starting Lamella. Take Uri out. Bring back that young goalkeeper. But anyways, Mourinho and Guardiola, at the end of the day, they will always rise to the occasion. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you do, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.